What is going on, movie lovers, and welcome back to 5 on It. It is 2026 around here, and with Stranger Things kind of running rampant around the TV shows, we decided to give you guys our best 5 TV shows ever. But we are back, but we're not alone. Today, we are joined by a fellow movie and TV lover, the owner, curator, operator of Onye Naturals, Jazzy.
Hello, hello.
Welcome.
Yes, welcome to the studios.
Glad to be here.
Fellow bud smoker and movie lover.
Well, I'm not sure about the bud smoking.
Trust me, she gets down. I know.
But we decided we're going to go around the table a little bit, give you guys some of our honorable mentions first before we get into the best 5. But we're just going to list off a bunch of shows that didn't make the list, but this definitely deserve some love. Jazzy?
And with that, pass it to you, Jazzy.
Okay, I'm
Kick us
excited
off.
about this because this was really fun to watch. Right? Wow.
The weed.
Yeah, the weed.
Okay, so runner-up favorites or honorable mentions, starting with Industry. Okay, that show is on HBO, and I think it came out around pandemic time. A lot of people weren't watching it. It was just kind of like, new drama, but it's amazing. And now it's like one of the top HBO shows ever. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like a young version of Succession, just a lot of money, drugs, and stock market. But it's so good.
Is Kit Harington in that one? Jon Snow?
The new season.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
So
What's going on right now? It's still filming?
The new season's coming out in a week or two.
Nice.
But Industry, hands down, if you haven't watched it, watch it. It is messy, and it's so good. Coming up next, and you guys are going to laugh, or maybe not, it's Power.
Oh man.
That's on my honorable mention.
I love that.
I remember,
Such a good show.
Literally, it's such a good show. I just remember sitting down, being so addicted to it. Like, every time a show ended, I was like, another episode. And I didn't watch, like, the side ones, like, his kid annoyed the hell out of me.
I'm watching
Ghost is good though. Power Book 2 is good. I had your same
need
reluctance because he was such an
He's
unlikable
such
character.
An annoying, well written.
He's a killer.
Yeah, if you don't like him,
Dude,
then the writer's doing their job.
I am watching the little side quest of Force. It's about Tommy's character, and he goes to
Oh,
Chicago.
yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, because I really like Tommy. I couldn't give a damn about the younger
yeah.
versions of
I know.
Ghost or Kanan. Like, I like Kanan and Ghost and all that.
Yeah.
Couldn't
Raising
care
Kanan
less
is
about the
good.
younger versions of them.
Yeah.
So, like, I didn't watch any of those. But Tommy's Force, like, I'm still watching that. They're ending the series now. I think they're about to be on their finale coming up here, or second to last finale. But that one, it gives Power like a nice little, I'm gonna say run for its money, but it definitely holds a candle as well.
I'm low key kind of surprised to hear you say that because I've always gotten the sense that was the least favorite talking with folks who are fans of that series. But I need to get caught up because I think I only watched the first season of Tommy's series, and he was one of my favorite parts of the original.
Amazing.
But I have to say, the Raising Kanan, the style of it, the whole world that they've built, that 50 Cent has kind of helped create, whether it's Raising Kanan and like the 80s, 90s vibes, to just the New York City vibes. And another thing that has to be stated, the theme songs for these are so good.
Yeah.
I love the theme songs for the series.
Dude, it's one of those like shows that like I don't really listen to the intro too many times. I'll usually skip it, but like this, and for a show that I'm not gonna say it because it's gonna be on our best 5. But as soon as like that intro hits, I'm just like, let this play out, man. Let it like kind of coast. Because it kind of brings you into that world.
In recent memory too, though. I mean, how many times do we step on the internet and we see the memes around Dairy's theme song? So good.
Yeah.
And it's so ominous because of the content of the show.
Yeah.
And then also the visuals. I'm like, what is that in that house?
yeah, for sure.
You never forget it. Yeah, I love that show. Like,
it's a guilty pleasure kind of.
It's a guilty pleasure.
I mean,
That's why it's runner up.
Sometimes, like especially watching Force, it's like they be putting their characters in like some situations. You're like, how are they getting out of this? It's like, I don't know how realistic this is. But they aren't afraid also to kill off like some characters.
Oh yeah,
bodies be dropping in this.
Oh man,
episode
1 in the club. In Power Book, in the first one, Ghost kills a dude in the basement of the club.
Like, it's been a while since I saw the first episode.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, I think one of the best parts about that show is just like the star-crossed lovers storyline between Angela and
I was gonna bring that
Ghost.
up.
But it's like, to your point, like you're looking at these people make these horrible decisions and not accepting the facts in front of them.
Yes.
And it's just so frustrating.
That is
Yeah,
That's what I was
It's
gonna bring
maddening.
up. Because I was gonna say, like,
love that girl.
I get he loves
Boy,
that
he did.
girl, and I was like, then just be
Over his
with her.
wife.
like it got to a point I was like, just be with her. Like
Yeah.
Natasha, they had their thing. They were, high school lovers, whatever. But she's now on her path. The kids are older. He's on his.
Yeah.
Just be like,
It's like, just
you're
break
not happy
up
anymore.
already.
It's okay. You
Yeah.
can divorce. It is okay. But then she moves on, and he doesn't like that. And then that bodyguard dies. I'm like, oh man.
Oh yeah.
So it's like,
Who was his driver?
he
Who was Kanan's son?
Exactly.
Like-
So I was just like, why would you do that? You can't have your cake and eat it too. Like, you
Yeah.
know. But
Yeah.
it's funny because the song I loved came from that show. Yeah, it's just some random cheesy one when they're on a platform. She's about to get on the train and he's on the other side. And I'm just like, oh. Yeah. And then,
I love
of
that.
course, the third and last one I have is Secession.
Oh, yeah. I'm
It's
surprised
good.
that's not on your top
I
five.
know. I
I know
thought
you and Jason
about
love
it.
that.
I just
Sure.
I have like it's a good show. Like just rich people drama. And when it first started, you're just like, what is this? But the character development is just so good. And then you do learn it's kind of like a true story from the Fox family. Like it's messy. Rich people are messy. And I was like, I love it. Skarsgård ends up being in it. But these new people you've never seen before, they're acting their asses off. And I love seeing new people get like their chance. Because when Secession started, I didn't recognize a lot of the folks unless you're watching British TV. But yeah, Secession is amazing.
I mean, a lot of the actors won a lot of awards. They're always
Yeah.
nominated for best show. And
It got a lot of love year in and year out.
They just kept getting better and better and better. Like each season, it wasn't like you worry about season 2 is it going to live up to the hype? It does to the very end.
Okay.
You got old boy, who's the like the older dude,
The patriarch.
Yeah, because he plays
Brian
He's in
something, right?
X2.
Brian Cox.
Brian Cox.
Brian-
Yeah.
Oh my
hell
God,
yeah.
yeah.
He's
good, man. I love
he
him that Uber
plays
Eats
a good-
commercials.
Dude, I was
Yes,
right about
I
to
love
say
how
that.
angry he is.
He's so good
He
in that
says
commercial.
what you want to. Oh, and Kevin Home Alone. Kevin's
Macaulay
brother.
Culkin's brother.
Macaulay
What's his
Culkin's
name?
brother.
Kieran.
Kieran Culkin,
Like,
yeah.
those
Also a damn good
scenes-
actor, man.
Oh, amazing. He plays like you could just be an asshole in this show. I wish I was on that show.
So I've heard some people liken it to I don't know, was it King Lear? Somebody is liking that to like a very like a Shakespearean kind of storyline with the patriarch kind of trying to decide what to do with his
It's
all his wealth.
Yeah, and leave it to the dumb.
I don't know if it was
kids.
King Lear or not, but yeah.
Or
Yeah.
the one kid that's smart. Yeah, that I thought was really cool because it also shows he wasn't the best dad. Good businessman, but father of the year, no. Maybe not.
Sounds like Tywin.
Yeah.
That's why he died on the
There's
shitter.
also, I can tell in our list, there's going to be a lot of common themes.
I think there'll be
yeah.
common
Connections,
themes for sure. I definitely
which
can see
I
that.
think
Yeah.
that's so cool to like.
Well, like a lot, especially like the pros of like my best 5 is like going to be a lot of rinse and repeat as far as like the things that I hold. Like, oh man, it's like the casting and like the screen, like the cinematography. Like, it's going to be a lot of repeated things that's going to be around the best 5. But I feel like definitely we're going to cover a lot of ground though, as far as like genres and everything.
Yeah, no, for sure. So with that, so those are your 3?
Oh yes, yeah.
You have another one?
No, I'm just so excited.
All right, I'll just run through mine.
Here we go.
So just sit back.
Get ready.
This long list making money.
I'm gonna come at you like a Tommy gun, man. Leave it on the doorstep and get the hell out of here. All right, we got Entourage, Power, Fargo, Walking Dead, It, Welcome to Derry. I put a caveat on that just because it's only one season, but it was amazing. And then if all 3 seasons have at least equal value as of season 1, that's going to be on my list easily. So all they have to do is maintain. They don't have to do too much. American Horror Story, Daredevil, Black Mirror, Oz, The Wire, Silicon Valley, and The Pit.
I could have added The Pit.
Yeah.
Is
That's
amazing.
been getting a lot of love.
That's another show that's kind of like It, Welcome to Derry. They're only on their second season. They just started.
Okay.
But if they just maintain and just like, they don't have to like just like always raise the bar, do all this stuff. It's like, just keep putting out a good product and you're going to end up being on my list depending on, like if they at least go 3 seasons, then it'll be on my list. So there's a little caveat with The
That's
Pit.
a good list.
Yeah, that's what I say. That's,
I could add 3 more maybe. I
I mean, yeah, and there's some OGs on there too. Like, I mean, I remember Oz was kind of, for me at that point in my life, I think when Oz came out was like late '90s. So I was in middle school, and I think for me that was my introduction to HBO as a powerhouse in terms of like good writing, captivating series because that was even before Sopranos.
Yeah, and dude,
and then it rolled from Oz into the Sopranos into The Wire. So it was just like bang, 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 like just hits.
Honestly, after like Sopranos was like one of the first like shows that like kind of opened my eyes to like some really good TV. But like I was late on the Wire just because I was too young to watch it, and so like some of those episodes like kind of just dragged on because it's not like some action-packed series. Like it's like Game of Thrones where the action is in like the dialogue, and I was just too young to watch The Wire at that time.
Same.
But then when going back and rewatching it, absolutely loved it. I was going to put in my best 5, but I just hold it off just because I haven't rewatched it in a while. So I really wanted to have like all these other my best 5 have fresher eyeballs on it. So I just hold it in a little bit higher regard. But The Wire could easily be on my best 5 list because that's especially like you got Omar, you got a younger Michael B. Jordan. Like that's like one of the sadder death scenes.
Yeah,
like, on
that was a heavy one.
And like honestly, season 3 might be my favorite when you get like Wood Harris's character. I can't even remember like their actual character's name, but then you got Avon, Avon Barksdale. Yeah, and you got Idris Elba, and then you got Marlo. Them like them going at the little gang wars and stuff. Man, that's like and you got fucking what's his name with the shotgun? I said his name. What's his name? Is his name Omar?
The one who was Omar, the one who was robbing them.
Yeah, then you got him, and he's like such a pivotal character in that season. Amazing. Man, The Wire is definitely a banger of a show.
All right, well, now to yours truly. So I'm just going to name just a couple that just really came to mind. One of those is Loki. Loki was, for me, a really bright highlight in the post-Thanos Endgame era. I think that to take a character who like Loki, who I frankly was really ambivalent about in the outside of... I'm trying to think. Maybe Ragnarok. That's probably the movie that I first kind of started like, oh, I actually do care about this character, Yeah. But I think this show, the arc of his character was just something really. It was just frankly beautifully executed. The 180 really transforming him from an anti-hero to a genuine hero in this storyline, and seeing the build-up for. Kang, the relationships with the different Lokis, especially the woman Loki, the introduction of the TBA, the TVA, Time Variance Authority, like just building out that world. I think it was just such a rewarding watch, and seeing him kind of become this god of mischief into this self-sacrificing hero who takes it upon himself to preserve like the strands of reality.
Yeah.
I thought that was just a really great journey to see over those seasons.
Dude, how they brought it to life too, just like visually, like with the effects and everything of him like sitting on the throne and everything like that.
To save him in
yeah.
one room, and you couldn't.
I know.
Yeah.
Dude, and honestly, you're getting like at least you have what was the void or I forget what they call it.
Yeah.
That world, but that came back up in Daredevil and Wolverine, and then you have the TVA, who's going to play a pretty big pivotal role in Avengers: Doomsday in some shape or form. So I mean, you're getting some pivotal things I think coming out of the show as well, and just also the Loki character, him just being like OP as fuck right now.
Yeah, man,
he nailed it. His growth, seeing his growth. I didn't like him at first. I was like, Thor's annoying brother, and then at the end, I'm like, oh my god, what a hero!
Yeah,
like you just grow to love him.
I mean, again, like I really echo what you're saying. Like that was one of those times where I genuinely felt invested in the character, and seeing the maturation of that character was just a really rewarding watch for me.
Yeah.
But that's my. Sorry, you gonna say something?
No, I was that you mentioned him in Ragnarok, and he was great in Ragnarok. But then he was he had his little moment in Infinity War. He wasn't on the camera long until he got his neck snapped.
Yeah.
But he had a nice little moment. He's like, the sun will shine on us again, brother. But then he gets. Then he's out of there. But it's like, what were you trying to think? You're trying to stab Thanos, bro, with that little blade.
I love the connections, though, how they do that. Like, you got to remember, he was in this for a reason.
Yeah.
I love when they do that and bring it all together.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there's also that really just poignant moment for me where he kind of sees a mirror of himself through all these multiverses where he is really an ain't shit person. And I think he realizes that that's not fate. He can be more than that, more than who he's chosen to be. But yeah, a big fan of that show. That's one of my honorable mentions. My other one, man, I was really struggling with this, not to put in my top 5, and the only reason I didn't is because it's a miniseries, just frankly, and that's the 2019 drama miniseries Chernobyl. This show is phenomenal. It's one of the best shows I've ever seen. Amazing actors, Jared Harris, who really plays like the moral force of this show, and Stellan Skarsgård. One thing I want to say about this movie, while it's a historical drama, it really is a horror story. I mean, horror in the face of bureaucratic incompetence, bureaucratic ineptitude, and the human beings, the everyday Russian people who mustered the strength to try to contain the radiation from this reactor and all the devastation that it did. I mean, the actual makeup work that they did is chilling. It looks, I mean, the firemen, for example, who rushed to put out the quote unquote fire after the nuclear reactor, blew. The flesh is literally falling off of their bones. I mean, the cinematography of this, it has like this really beautiful kind of greenish hue to it that kind of just adds to like the radioactive vibe of the show, and just the set design. Huge fan of the show. If you guys haven't, if no one out here, if you listeners haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. I was rewatching with my girlfriend the last week because she hadn't seen it, and she loves it.
Yeah, I've never seen it either.
It's amazing.
I've wanted to watch it, but like, I mean, there's so much good TV on, just kind of like fell through the cracks a little bit, I guess, for me. But
there's no bad acting in this show.
Is it just one season?
Yeah, it's 5 episodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the only reason, frankly, that it didn't make my list, is because it's just 5 episodes. But I mean, it's like I love historical dramas, and that'll surface in my list, my top 5. But it's beautifully executed, well researched. They actually, one of the books, Voices of Chernobyl, was actually oral history of the survivors, people who, were impacted by this, and it heavily influenced the writing of the show. But what were you saying?
Oh no, I'm good. I was just that's a.
Wait till you hear my top 5 shows.
I'm just surprised. Yeah. I mean, with that being said, I guess we would just dive right into
it.
And take into our best 5 right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Go ahead, Jazzy.
Okay. So it's kind of in a order. I'll start with 2 to 5.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So The Leftovers. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. It's phenomenal drama, supernatural. It's weird. It's on HBO. And to give you a quick synopsis, what it's about, 2% of the world's population disappeared, and the show starts as if that already happened. So think Thanos, but reality, right? Mm-hmm. And its focal point is on the main family and how they navigate loss, and you go on to work like nothing happened, as if 2% of the world just didn't go away. Cults break out. Like, it just shows how we react when this big trauma happens. What do we do? It's just one of the best shows. Like, it's spiritual in a way. Like, I've never seen Hollywood nail a supernatural. Like, it just felt like you were there dealing with this loss. You have to watch it. It's one of those, like, you got to watch and experience it for yourself type of things.
Something I was just thinking about? I think something that's going to surface as we're going through these shows is how prevalent HBO is on.
I was just thinking that
Chernobyl was HBO.
I just looked this up.
Succession HBO.
Yeah.
The Leftovers.
Yep.
Well, it's home box office.
Yeah.
It's like shit, man. Like, well, HBO is just like the leader in like television, in my opinion. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're gonna be well represented.
100%.
In these 15 movies.
Yeah.
Or TV shows.
Do we want to rotate one at a time, or how do we want to do this?
Yeah, we could just rotate it with us. I go around.
Okay. Do you want to get? So Leftovers. Well, actually, I was curious. Like, who's all in that? Wait, who's? I'm trying to think.
So the folks. I
don't really recognize anybody.
Oh, I wrote it down in my notes.
Oh, Liv Tyler's in it.
So yeah, The Leftovers. Carrie Coon, who, excuse me, I love her. She's amazing. She's in The Gilded Age, and The Leftovers was kind of like her breakout show.
She was in the White Lotus.
White Lotus, exactly. Justin Theroux.
Thoreau?
I think.
Thoreau, did I say it
Justin
right?
Thoreau.
Yeah, those two are the main celebs.
French Canadian, maybe.
And then a lot of other. Yeah, he was with Jennifer Aniston. No biggie. But just phenomenal actors and some new ones too. Yeah.
And you got Margaret Qualley too. She was in The Substance too.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Substance was a banger.
You got some dope people in this show. I mean, phenomenal actors. So think these high-rated, high-paid actors in this Supernatural show. It's just they nail it.
Is this show? This is ongoing or wait? No,
it was only about 3 seasons.
Oh, okay. So
And I was kind
2014.
of bummed, but it did well. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was a book as well.
I mean,
So,
got
we love
back in
reading.
2014, got a 91 on Rotten Tomatoes. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh. I never heard about the show.
it's amazing.
neither.
Get ready.
Leftover. Okay.
You want to be very sober watching it. It's trippy at mentally, emotionally, but yeah,
You need to be paying attention.
you
What's
need
going
to pay
on.
attention.
Yeah.
I'll go next if you
Go for it.
Man, I don't know if this will be on your guys's or not. But it's Invincible. This show is phenomenal. So I know the show isn't done yet.
I didn't. I let the damn.
That was my runner-up. I forgot.
That was one I forgot.
Some fans.
Yeah, that's an amazing show. That was
This show is phenomenal. I love the voice. I love the writing, first of all. I love the voice acting. Great cast. I mean, you've got Stephen Yeun. How do you say his name? Am I mispronouncing it? Stephen Yeun.
Right.
J.K. Simmons, Sandra Oh, Seth Rogen, just to name a few. And it's only 3 seasons. I get that, but this is for me. I had a chance to read the comics, all of the Invincible ones, but it really revolves around Mark Grayson, and who is really who's half Viltrum, half Viltrumite, and his coming into the role of a superhero in the footsteps of his father, and him learning why his father was actually sent to Earth and the true legacy and history of the Viltrum Empire. I think the world building of this show is phenomenal. I think the actual it just takes this in a society right now where very much so much of the superhero stuff is kind of being overdone. To be frank, I mean, there's been really great highs, but there's also been some really low lows. But I think shows like this, and I would even say, from what little I've seen, The Boys, that they kind of take a very unique spin and look at the superhero genre. It's very bloody, very violent, but it's one of those shows where, again, going like we said earlier, Loki, I feel very invested in some of these characters, and I love the characters, and I'm rooting for them. But man, they got some dark days coming.
This last season of Invincible, I remember replaying the monologue literally in the car. I was just
Conquest.
Conquest, which is he was in what's this?
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And I'll be in the car just oh, the Virtumites are afraid of me. Just saying it.
Take it to your grave.
He was the best villain. He didn't even do too much. It was in his words. He was a little weird, and that monologue just stuck with me. I was like, if I'm in the car days later, this show, it made I just agree. It's phenomenal.
I mean, the animation is excellent. The fight scenes are so brutal.
Well, I remember somebody just telling me bro, just watch Invincible, just watch the first episode, and if it
Oh my God.
at the end of the
The
first
ending.
episode, either you're they're
don't
either you're
hesitate.
gonna fuck with it or you're just not gonna fuck with it.
Yeah.
And at first I'm like, this is pretty solid. All right, where are we going with this? And then by the end of the episode, kind of like in It Welcome to Derry, where it's the baby and everything just going crazy in the theater. You're like, when you end an episode like that on such a crazy high note with him just killing the whole, pretty much the Justice League of that world.
Go ahead and play the next episode.
You're like, oh shit! You're like, yes, yeah. Where are we going with this? Yeah, and the voice acting was just also
it's
just
so good.
very well done, especially with it's a J.K. Simmons.
Oh
Is that his
man,
name?
as Omni-Man,
Yes.
yeah. Nolan.
Oh,
Yeah.
and the villains are really scary.
Yeah.
They are not. These aren't some cheesy roles. I mean, they.
You feel the terror when they come on that.
Oh, yeah,
the
people-
Viltrumite
they have a
pops
rep.
in, you're like,
Uh-oh.
you're like,
Go
this
hide.
is not good, boy.
Can't hide. They can see through walls.
Yeah.
And I think seeing Nolan's storyline change over the seasons, where he is really wrestling with the mission he's been sent to do, and he's not able to just view these people as subjects or insects.
Yeah.
He's feeling things that he's not supposed to feel. He's not supposed to feel empathy.
Yeah.
And I think that the breakthroughs for that character again very rewarding. But that's all. I could talk about the show for longer.
Well, I mean that's a good parlay into like my first one on my best 5, which is The Boys.
I knew it.
Oh yeah.
We got good taste.
Which is pretty much like live
So
action
good.
Invincible in a way,
Literally.
where you
Yeah,
can kind of think about that
it's
with
so
like
good.
with the brutality of it. But like following like all the characters that they introduced with Homelander and Butcher and
Mother's Milk.
yeah, like with the two teams kind of pitted off like one another with the boys up against the superheroes. I can't think of what's like
Gen
their
V.
Gen V too is like they have a great spin-off of the main show as well. And I think those characters are also getting brought into like this last season of The Boys. So like hopefully they stick the landing. They with like some of these other like main shows like Stranger Things ending their series run. The Boys hopefully just sticks that landing because they've been going on for about this is their 5th season. So if they just continue doing what they're doing, like I have no doubt. Like
And I didn't see that coming. Like not that I didn't believe in it, but it was the first season. You're like, oh, is this gonna last? Because it was just so like, whoa.
Well, they give you a oh my god moment too as well. Like in that first episode with Huey's girlfriend,
And A-Train,
and A-Train, and how he's just like so nonchalant. He's like, "Sorry, man,
I gotta run.
I gotta go." And then he just don't talk. He's still holding her girl's hands. You're like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like this world you're introducing us to, and Giancarlo Esposito as well. Like he plays a main role.
Corporate villain.
And like another thing, like they aren't afraid to like have like big kills as well. That's something I feel like I don't know if like even like Stranger Things got mentioned in our honorable mentions, but that's just like I feel like a show that like didn't kill off maybe enough characters. That's something they lacked. I feel like in the series, that's something you do not get with The Boys. The Boys, especially like with the main girl in like the first season, and Homelander just lasers her face at the end of the series.
Oh yeah, especially
They
that's
don't
like
hold
a
back either.
Oh my
interesting
god,
dynamic.
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
And they just get crazier and crazier as the series goes. Like they kind of just like up the ante, which I mean, some of it you could take it or leave it with some like the vulgarity of it. But overall, this show is amazing.
Yeah, you know what you're watching. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
Very quickly.
Like, you either
Very
into
quickly.
this or you're not, and that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I said, the first episode, you're either going to mess with it or not.
Yeah,
and that's on Prime too, isn't it?
it's on Prime.
That's Amazon Prime.
Man, dude.
That's,
Yeah, Prime.
Back to back
HBO.
Prime shows.
yeah.
Invincible's on Prime.
Invincible's on Prime too.
Yeah, I wonder like by the end of this, we should like kind of take a mental
Let's do a
note.
tally.
Yeah, tally on.
Yeah,
Exactly.
HBO 3. Probably more than that, actually. No. That's what's up.
Well, on the next one, you guys just want to talk about the main one that
Oh,
we're all.
are we going number 2? Oh, number. It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just do it. Number 2.
I mean, let's go ahead and do
let's
it.
go for
This is my number one, but hey, let's
Hilarious.
put that out there.
I don't know if it would be my number one because I never really thought
yeah.
about the order too much.
Okay.
But yeah, Game of
Okay,
Thrones.
yeah.
I mean, this is
Hands
for
down.
sure my number one. I mean, this for somebody who's not really into fantasy genre outside of I would say Harry Potter, and that's more because I grew up with that. I was never really in love with the Lord of the Rings, but this show, oh my god, man! It starts off on a great note. HBO Max, check it out. That's another tally.
Tally it up.
Oh my god, like the world building, the storylines. This is a show you can watch multiple times and still taking something new from it.
Yeah.
I mean, please, like, what do you guys think? I mean,
Well,
where do we
like,
start? I
well,
mean, there's
honestly,
so
like,
much.
I was actually late to the party. Like, I didn't watch it live when it first happened and everything, so like I kind of missed it. But like, I didn't know like anything, like even like the Red Wedding or Pedro Pascal's character getting his head crushed.
What a
I didn't
brutal
really even see any of that until I actually watched it. But something that kind of like turned me off of it at first was like kind of like the time, like the period of it and everything. And just kind of like hearing some of the names, I'm like, how in the hell am I going to remember all
this.
this
Imagine
shit?
the books.
No pad for this.
And I'm like, there's just so much like when I'm looking up like some of like the action piece, I'm like, there's not too much action in it. So I'm like, this is one of those. It's all in the dialogue as well. And so like at first, it kind of like I was just like, I'm just staying away from this shit. I'm not gonna remember any of these names. But then when I actually did decide to sit down and watch it, man, I blazed through like the series like super fucking quick. I definitely don't have some of like the bad taste in my mouth. As far as like the last season, I definitely don't agree with like I don't think Daenerys like turned like randomly.
Became her father, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like she definitely left some Easter eggs along the way along the season. If you're paying attention enough, I feel like I just don't subscribe to that. But as a whole, man,
Yeah.
I mean, this series is just an overall banger.
I miss it. I think another thing besides how amazing it is just how the nation came together. Like, we would have friends over every Sunday night. We looked forward to Sunday nights, or we go over someone's house, or even online, like Twitter, when it used to be Twitter, it was just Sunday night was Game of Thrones. Like, it literally, like, it just brought such a worldwide conversation. You always felt included, and I miss that. No other show has come to that level yet of just like worldwide. Like, I don't know, like, what are you doing Sunday night? Game of Thrones? Like,
I think Derry kind of gave me that vibe a little bit. I felt there was that enthusiasm for Derry. Every Sunday it was just like, man.
Yeah.
And I think, to your point earlier, not to get distracted too long, I think they're on a great run, and I think they've laid a strong foundation. I'm really excited to see what they do next. But
that's what those series do. Like I mentioned earlier, like as soon as you hear like the intro, like that theme song.
Man, I miss the HBO.
Oh,
static.
Dude, the static, and then you're like dun 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 dun. Bro, that's like let that run.
Yeah.
Let
that
that run.
run.
Don't skip.
Yeah.
Because they also be changing
It's the
up
map,
the intro.
too, the map.
and the map.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I similar to Cisco, I started late as well. I remember being back home in Cali, just on the couch on my laptop, and at first I was like, "Oh, this is so heavy," and then I remember being so shook, like the Pedro Pascal scene, and I was on my laptop, and when it show ended, I just saw my reflection back, and I was just like, "Oh my god!" And I just wanted more and more, and like it got to a point where I didn't want like it to stop.
Yeah.
So then fast forward, moved to Portland. It's still a hit. Like this show, like it went on a long time.
Yeah.
And the ending, I think the only part I like feel is that she's so badass and she just did so much, and for her to just like end it that way, I was just like, what? Like, why are we right? Like, I didn't like how weak they made that, and I was like, no. Or even Sarah seeing her brother, I was like, that way, like, like after all, which by the way, she's a phenomenal villain, but after all we went through, that's
Man.
how, like, I was a little like, come on, writers, like y'all okay in the writers' room?
Yeah, I feel like they definitely, especially like some characters, they definitely rushed some endings, and especially like
Got
too
soft
many
on
big
some.
characters just kind of got like some questionable endings.
I did not like Jon Snow's.
That too.
I
No,
tried to
really.
reconcile it in my mind,
Just
but I wasn't happy with it just the same, especially for somebody who had literally died.
hello.
I mean, that episode, I was like, if they kill him,
I
I am gonna.
At a table like that, I was like, I'm a dumb.
Oh man,
yeah, for real.
But I think that this show, man, it made me reevaluate characters who I hated early on. Jamie Lannister, for example. I came to really care about that character. I would say another one, the Hound. I did not like the Hound. But the more you kind of like experience, I think his interaction when he was with Arya, that warmed me up to that character. But I would also say Tormund, man. I love Tormund. I was like, I don't want him to die.
Yeah.
Please let him live.
Yeah.
You know, him, Ian, Brienne. I mean, they're like, the writing of this show was
Sansa
so
too.
good, man.
I didn't like her either because she was kind of,
Which one?
You know, Sansa making the worst decisions.
Oh, my
ever.
God. But
then she turned around and I was like,
That trauma?
okay, there we go. Yeah.
Dude, and also I wanted some more of the Night King.
I can see that.
Like, because he was, especially like this was the time when Thanos was like kind of running around too, so they were kind of comparing like who's the bigger villain, and I just wanted some more some more scenes with him, like showing off his,
that build up.
because especially like they build up this thing with Jon Snow as well, like they just have these face offs and stuff, or even what's his name, Bran? Is that the dude in the wheelchair?
Yeah.
He's able to like they
sitting
didn't
there.
they kind of
Like
left they kind of left that just open ended. Like, why was he able to like see him like in his visions and all that? And so I mean,
I never liked that character.
they didn't quite stick the landing.
No, they did not.
They didn't.
No, they didn't. They absolutely didn't.
They they definitely rushed it a bit. But like it's
Still one of the best.
It didn't like make it's still one of the best shows out there. Still like wouldn't like turn me off of the.
Exactly.
They didn't fuck it up too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
It's just
It
kind of
says a
like
lot.
it's just like once you get to this part,
Yeah.
it's like all right, whatever.
That says a lot
But-
that we all still like it, even though the ending was a little.
But the battle with the White Walkers in the first half of that final season was so good.
oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
And Arya dropping the knife in, getting him with the dagger. I said, finish him.
See, that's what I was
That
like.
was
oh,
beautiful.
It was gorgeous because we all were worried.
Hell
that
yeah.
camera
I was nervous.
was like we all, it felt like a football game. Like,
Yeah.
remember, there's a photo we're hanging out at the house. It's like a bunch of us: Tony, Jay, Bryce, someone else. I think Amy's there, and we're on the couch. Jay filmed us like reaction, and we're literally like hands on our face, shook and scared. Like we're just like concerned. And I'm like, what TV show has people like that?
Yeah. I can't think of many, but one thing to your point though, one thing I'll say, and this I realize this might sound a little problematic, but the second part will. This show offered some of the most surprising and gratifying deaths I have ever experienced. Bro, Eddard Stark in the first season, the Red Wedding, when the mountain crushed old dude's head,
the Viper,
Pedro Pascal. It also gave us some of the great ones when Battle of the Bastards, when fucking he gets his death at the hands of Sansa and the dogs, and also when why am I blanking on his name right now? The king, Joffrey, when he died. I was like, yes!
My God, those were so like...
God damn it. It's about time.
It was... I knew he was going to die at some point, but like, it was still gratifying to see.
Oh, man, that's what I'm saying, bro.
And even when the old girl like tells like... I forget, who she... did she tell Cersei? Or no, who'd she tell when she's like, let him know it was me?
Oh, that's when, I love that scene.
Yeah, when you find out that it was her that poisoned.
Her daughter.
Yeah. I was like, oh, you did it, girl. That's why you got to pay attention to this show.
Yeah.
It's all in the dialogue
all
and
the
everything.
memes from that moment, too. Like, she was not afraid of Cersei.
Yeah.
But man, the way Cersei came back,
I
was like, uh-oh.
Yeah. Or when she got rid of the order, the religious cult, man.
And what's the name?
She was a good villain, but she just gets crushed by some rocks with her brother.
Yeah.
Like,
they just died in love.
Yeah,
Stop.
like,
because the relationship he had with was it Brienne? Like that to me, was so beautiful.
She's good for you.
Exactly.
That's like bring her back, bro.
Yes,
like when you do all that fucked up shit. You just don't end like that. Like this. Your end needs to be more violent.
You don't get the happy ending.
No,
exactly. Yeah.
And if you're getting crushed by some rocks, I need to see it.
That cameraman's going to work.
I did love the dragons too.
Cameraman never dies.
Oh, the dragons were great.
I know I'm so childlike. I love Dragon Tales growing up. So dragons is just they didn't mess it up.
Visually, it looks great.
Real. I was like, that is a real deal.
But that's also like, I mean, speaking of spinoffs too, like with House of the Dragon as well. It's not as good as Game of Thrones.
But it's good.
Yeah, but like the dragon scenes is, I think, a highlight of that series.
The big one that you read about. You got to read the books now. You know, your mind, you visualize it, but seeing it, I'm like that.
And especially like the size comparison, the cinematography of it, you're like, oh my God, this little dragon's gonna get ate up.
Afraid. Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Man.
But also, speaking of, last thing I'll say about Game of Thrones is another series, as like you mentioned, not afraid to kill characters. You kill off Sean Bean's character, chopping off his head in the first season. So you're like, kind of when you're watching this live, you're just like, you just kill off the main dude.
Yeah, no
like,
one did that.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Where is this gonna go now? Excuse me. But like, just to see where it goes off the first, you're like, just sit back. We got you.
Yeah.
And it delivers. Like, it just goes up. I mean, until like it just coasts off at the end. But those highs were some ultimate highs.
Well, and also the scene. I think some of these deaths, man, like you get invested with characters, and this show has no qualms with showing violence against women, children. It doesn't matter in this world. Violence was an equal opportunist, and it is a wretched world. Pregnant women. I mean, the Red Wedding is just like that's one of those one of those scenes in movie history that is just like ingrained in my mind when I think it's just horrific. I was like, oh my God, they showed this. Like, that's when I realized. I said, nothing is off base for this show.
Yeah, really.
It makes me want to watch it more.
Yeah.
I know.
Like,
it's a great show to rewatch in the winter.
I was like, might be time for a rewatch.
Really.
Winter's here, you know?
Yeah, really.
Every Sunday night with friends again.
For real.
I knew, so that was the one show I knew for certain we were all going to have on our list.
Oh, yeah. So we all got 3 left?
So we all got 3 left. So
it's
back to you.
Okay, I'm excited. Now I'm going to sound like a downer over here. The next show is ER.
Oh, damn.
So, very Pitt-like, too.
Yeah. It's
okay.
Exactly. So
Noah
Noah Wild,
all right,
who's the main character in The Pit, which is why I love that show so much. So when I was late to it, because ER was popular back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Like
George
The
Clooney
Wire.
back in the day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
George Clooney. But I caught on like a couple of years ago, and I just couldn't stop. And mind you, there's like, I think it was about 14, 15 seasons, and each season's like 12, 13 episodes. So I was dedicated. Like you gotta put the time in.
They're hour episodes too.
Yeah.
Long. Ooh, so I literally felt like a lot of my life gone by.
It's on TNT too, wasn't it? Right? Back in the day. TNT.
Back in the day.
Was it on?
Now it's on Hulu, I believe. But back in the day,
was it on?
I don't remember.
I remember seeing it on TNT. I'm not sure if it was originally on TNT,
Okay.
but I definitely remember seeing it like coming on TNT, like after like basketball games,
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
My stepmom used to have me record it when she
Yeah.
was when she was working late. She
Yeah.
loved that show.
I want to say those were the reruns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think, well, what I liked is not like general hospital. Oh no, Grey's Anatomy. It's not cheesy. It's genuine relationships. You see surgeries, like, some shows hide it. No, you see them, open heart or open gut or leg. Like, you're just like, oh wow, I get to see it all. But you get so attached to the doctors. Dr. Carter, like, he comes in, this naive kid, like, ready to be a doctor, blah blah blah, and then life happens. Like, patients. It also shows peek into the hospital. Like, people are getting hurt all the time. People can't afford it. Losing this, losing that. A coworker lost his arm from the helicopter on the roof, and I'm just like, oh my god. Like, it's just one of the best TV shows ever. Also, family grieving. A doctor who got HIV from her partner. He didn't know he had it, but she kept working at the hospital. How do you navigate that to patients? Like, hey, by the way, I'm this. Can I work on you? You get the stigma. And back then, it was the biggest stigma ever in Chicago. So it just shows, like, I don't know. It's one of the best. And the folks in this one were Noah Wild, Eric LaSalle, Juliana Margulis. She was in The Good Morning Show. Just some good actors. Every celeb you can think of was in that show.
I know. I was just looking at the cast of it's like Jesus.
Oh, and the guy from Coming to America, which is Eric LaSalle, the one with the curly fro. Yeah, he was in the car with the Jerry Crow, whatever.
Oh, so, yeah. That's right. He was in that show.
Trained, in the pit, like, it's just, again, more connections. Just, guys, watch it. It's a lot of time, but worth it.
I know. Then some people, I think, here say like that's kind of just like Noah Wild's older character. Like, he just started in ER. Now, like that same character just went over to the pit, just moved to Pittsburgh.
Philadelphia.
Yeah. Are you going for it, Bryce?
Yeah, man. So, man, my next show, Paper Boy. Always about that Paper
Boy. Man, he played that role.
Yo, Atlanta.
Yes.
So I'll quickly get out the one negative. I wasn't the biggest fan of season 3.
Hulu.
Wasn't the biggest fan of season 3, but I do love this show. Very original. I love the surrealist element. I love like the infusion of just hip hop culture. It really, I've never been to Atlanta, but it seems to really try to ground you in the different communities. And all these episodes are just really unique. Really, they almost feel like it's easy to kind of walk away and say, well, "What the hell is the show about?" None of these episodes seem to have like really like a thread, but it's like you're really seeing Earn get his shit together and really kind of partner with his cousin in building his rap career and managing him and getting him opportunities. And when we meet Earn, he is in the dumps. Zazie Beetz, love her. She does a great job in this show. Lakeith Stanfield is Darius. I mean, there was some of the episodes that really stand out in my mind was like the Perkins episode where it's kind of like a Michael Jackson character.
Yeah,
that was
creepy.
That was creepy as hell. Really, just
dude.
He's like leaving the voice messages for himself.
Yeah, dude. Cat Williams as an alligator.
Oh man, that's another great episode.
That's just such a classic to me, man.
There was another one where they have Paperboys on like this like Black News Network. It's like public television kind of thing, and they have the transracial guy come on, and it's just like this show is just bananas, but it's so well done. It's very original, and yeah, man, I love the way it ended. The last episode where Lakeith is in the tank, and we're like, "Yo, is this Inception? Like, what is happening?"
Oh, so they did a good job. Like, was season 4 meant to be like their series finale?
I don't know if they always intended on if he started it with planning 4 seasons or not, but that was their final season.
And it ended pretty well.
Yeah, I thought it ended well. What'd you think?
I think so. I know there was some talk around it, but it was very like, this is it. Like,
Yeah.
Cause was that season 3 where like it felt like very different? Like the cast wasn't really in it.
That one didn't really hit for me.
Yeah, it didn't hit.
I mean, there was some episode I can't quite remember, but I remember like there was some okay episodes in that series or in that season, but I still haven't gone back and watched the last season. So so I'm like, you're watching Atlanta for those 4 characters.
Yeah.
And so like having some of these, especially like when you in that first episode in season 3 and like Ern is waking up and you're kind of thinking like, was that an episode of like young Ern or something like that?
Oh, that was a good episode when they were kids.
Yeah.
That was a really good episode too. Yeah.
And so like when you were like at that point you're thinking like, oh, we're gonna follow the normal characters now? And so when they didn't stay like on task, I would say that definitely was a little bit of downer. So I still haven't gone back and watched the last season.
Definitely worth it.
It's
worth it.
My to-do list. It's just like Chernobyl, so my to-do list.
They redeem.
For sure.
There's some funny episodes too in this, or funny moments. Like remember an episode, like episode 1 just starts on a great note. Like Paperboy gets his window kicked off on his car door because he's hollering at some girl and her man sees it. And next thing you know, somebody draws a gun and there's somebody gets shot. And an episode, the way that it ends, is like we see the pictures of Paperboy and Ern, and it's like his senior prom, and he's in the tuxedo. That's Ern's pick. It's so ridiculous.
Damn.
And Zazie Beetz is like, dumbass.
Yeah.
All right, man. Back to you. What you got?
All right. Let me see which one should I set it off with. I'll do this one. For my number 3 on my best of 5, I'm going with The Sopranos. Something that introduced me to that high quality television, one of HBO's like flagship shows.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, obviously you guys like James Gandolfini and Lorraine Bracco. Like she plays, what's her name in Goodfellas?
The therapist?
Ray Liotta. Yeah, the therapist. She plays Ray Liotta's wife in Goodfellas.
She was looking kind of nice.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she ain't too bad, man. I want to say so.
Not front.
But like obviously you got the great cast, the writing, all like even like the action pieces. But it's one of those shows that's like you need to be paying attention to it. You got to put your phone down. You got to watch it because a lot of the action is within the dialogue and what's going on, like just like the betrayals and everything, and especially how the series ends. I think you definitely need to be paying attention because it ended on such a different note. It's not a good or bad note because depending on how you want to take it, it's all about did Tony get shot at the end?
Yeah.
And so, but like, which way do you like kind of land? I mean, have you seen Sopranos?
Oh yeah. I watched it through the pandemic. That's the first time when I actually sat down and watched it. I love the show. I mean, everybody from I like Junior Soprano. He was a character that I really felt sad for by the end of that show. Like he is in a old folks home and he's losing his mind. I mean, I did not like the last season, especially where after Junior, stabs him, he's in this coma. I thought that was
those
like,
episodes got a little weird.
What is this?
They got a little off the rails a little bit.
Yeah.
But I love like characters like Furio was great. Paulie, of course. Paulie and Chrissy going at it was just Paulie. His little fucking smug laugh. Hey, Tony.
Dude, especially when they get caught up in like trying to kill like this Russian fucking hitman. Pretty much, they went to his house trying to like collect some money. They got into a tussle. They killed him. Or like when they thought they killed him, but then they're out in the snow, out in the wilderness, and Chris, he got his head busted and shit. Dude, like you have like some hilarious episodes in the series, but then you obviously have like the what the fuck episodes.
There's
like,
some moments with the wife. I like her, Eddie play his wife. Yeah, at first I was mad at her. Like I wouldn't watch Nurse Jackie because I was like, you played the dumbest. Like I was just like, please, and I was like, well, he can kill you. Yeah, but she rocked that role. But it was some heavy, like I needed a moment, like when we were binging it, and I was like, I gotta mad right now. I'm angry. It made me mad.
Oh yeah, well, they definitely even have like a lot of brutality in this. Like,
good writing. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah,
you feel when you binge something like that, you start to feel it, and I was like, ooh,
it gets real heavy.
It's real.
It does. I mean, I can't imagine binging something like this. Or God, Oz.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
Oz is even crazy.
Take a mental health break.
Oh, is that? Oh my god! Like
prison
just being in
drama?
the prison all the time and seeing like
It's
what,
quite
like,
graphic.
You just get like
Jesus.
you get annoyed with some of them because you're like, oh my god, you don't learn.
Well, especially too like the kids when they're younger too. You're just like, oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's kind of like in Ozark.
Oh my
Phenomenal.
god, man!
Yeah.
Another
Damn, I'm
runner-up,
surprised
to be honest.
none
I
of us
know.
mentioned that. That is a great show.
Should have been there.
That's one kind of went over my head until just
HBO.
Like, hold on, Ozark HBO. That's
No, it's Netflix.
Wait.
Ozark's Netflix, which is shocking because I was like, wow.
I think you're thinking of a different show.
I must be thinking of a different show.
You're like,
But yeah, Sopranos is my number 3 on my best of 5.
Dude,
Classic.
his mom, Olivia,
Oh,
and Janice, yo, they were working my nerves. Yo, when Janice killed her boy or fiance, was it her fiance or her husband? When she killed him, I was like,
Tony's sister.
yeah, when she
When she kills the dude in the kitchen.
After
she
he
was
punches him.
underestimated, but
They
She
kept
definitely
fucking with her
was.
too, and like then he started whooping her ass.
Yeah,
Like,
when he
yeah.
did that, she was like, oh, really?
yeah, no,
Oh.
she got crazy.
Yeah,
She got her power back.
The kill that really like well I gotta mention like first the curb stomp when like when Tony gets word of like what happened with his daughter.
Oh, yeah, oh my
Like that,
God.
dude, that creepy
Oh
moment,
my God.
and then he comes in there, and then he's just like, "Put your teeth on there."
Oh my
And he's like,
God.
"Tony, don't do it, man!" And he fucking, oh my
does it.
god.
God, I can't do
Yeah.
that, man. I can't do
I
those.
almost want to YouTube it again.
But one of the crazier too, like and like kind of shocking kills on there was when he kills old boy from Bad Boys 2, the captain, the white dude.
Oh, yeah.
Because he
For
started
the
fucking.
horses.
Because he started fucking with him with the horse and everything.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Every time.
Well, he was a piece of shit because didn't he kill like a stripper that he got pregnant or something like
That was
that?
messed
Something
up.
like that.
I mean, he was a. I mean, all these. First
I
of
know, they're
all,
all-
none of
they're
these
all
people are
awful.
good. They're all
It is really
murderers.
hard to, like,
murderer,
anyone-
cheaters. Yeah.
Yes.
Or the benefits of said
Dummies,
crimes.
It's the life. It's the life.
Yeah.
But Tony Soprano is probably on that Mount Rushmore, probably HBO characters.
Oh my
somewhere.
God, I completely
Hands
agree.
down. Oh,
Completely
man.
agree.
And it's funny because reading, I love like deep dives and interviews. He in real life is not like that.
No.
at all.
No,
Like, apparently
no,
he's
yeah.
like the quiet, chill, sweet, and I'm like, dude, you rock this role. Like it changed his life.
Oh yeah.
Like
And he was getting in movies. I remember him being in movies like, dude, he was in Crimson Tide.
he was loved.
I think he was. Am I might be mistaken? I thought he was in True Romance. Wasn't he in True Romance?
Ooh, I'm
I thought
looking at-
James Gandolfini was in True Romance.
it's
It wasn't
not-
a big role, but I thought he was.
He might have been in that. It's
Yeah. In any event,
Ooh, my turn.
But go for
back
it.
to you.
Okay, so this is funny because my third was like one of yours is Chernobyl.
That's it. I thought.
I love it.
Now,
It's-
good taste.
I was wrestling with that.
Oh yeah, he was in True Romance.
Yeah.
I just
Huh?
I
He
seen
was?
that. Yeah,
Okay,
he was in
yeah,
True
yeah.
Romance.
We like made eye contact. I was like,
See,
I was like.
that's
I
why I
can't wait
thought
to
I
hear
thought
what
you
you
were going to
think.
start it off with Chernobyl because you were going to be
I
like,
know.
let me just say
That's what I thought was
Chernobyl.
so weird and new. No one's ever heard it. But okay, Chernobyl. So I even wrote down who's in it. I'm like Stellan Skarsgård, Jared Harns, because he was in Mad Men, and I know we love Mad Men. My God, I do. Acting, of course. But also, I was going to mention how I love that it showed the scientists, the arrogance of the Soviet system. Like they were just sitting in that, or never forget the scene. They're sitting in that room. They're all making this. They're controlling everything in this room, safe from radiation, and they're just like, whatever, science. Not listening. And I love that the movie pointed that out because there's not one person you can blame, but there's a system.
There's a system. Yeah.
And it's so it was just, man, you just feel the anger. And also I want to say they respected the stories of the survivors, but I love the detail of showing the radiation.
Oh,
Like,
my God.
one of the guys went back because someone had to do it, and it was just one person. You could see his skin like a sunburn coming to life, and you're just like, oh my God. Like it was just, man, the explosion, reactor 4,
Oh,
the
the visual
helicopter,
effects.
like literally break, like it was just so good. But not just the visuals, but the story.
Yeah.
Oh, I know it's not like seasons, but it was just right. It was just enough, because what else can we say?
And I think to your point, I think one of the things that is I neglected to mention earlier is that it does a serviceable job of breaking down like the science of how the nuclear reactors work in a way that is digestible, so you can understand how this situation erupted. The way that it did.
And I wrote that too, the safety protocol. So they were warned by people testing it, but they weren't being listened to. They cared about production over safety. And I'm just like, you had time and time and time again to fix this, and they just didn't care. And just I had to note that because I'm just like, that just blew my mind. Like, it could have been,
Well, and the fact that, like, I mean, this area isn't inhabitable now. It won't be habitable for hundreds of years.
Oh, the elephant foot's still there.
I mean, yeah, and I think one of the things that was really interesting about that, the several episodes, is that we see the efforts at different levels of containment. Like, so for example, one of them things that they had to do was put out the fire, but they couldn't get close enough to do that because the radiation would kill you within days, depending on how close you are. And if you were protected, that's the best you're
and
looking
the flakes, the snowflakes.
So man,
when they thought it was snow, I wrote that too. The kids are on the bridge, the scene of everyone's like being happy for some reason. I'm like, okay, snow make me happy. And then you learn later that's not snow.
No,
that's like part of the debris from the building. That's radiation. And I'm just again, but the scene was so strong because they were so happy. Like,
and the thing again, like, there's levels of tension that they add to this. It's not only the actual disaster of the reactor, but it's also the human, like, the toll of living in a totalitarian state where the KGB is listening to everything, and they're trying to contain, not only, they're trying to contain it in multiple senses. One, they're trying to contain the impact of the radiation, but two, they're trying to control the public narrative and not let this get out. And so because all of this is happening in the late Cold War. So like it's amazing, and you're just like wanting to put your head through a wall at the horrible choices that these leaders are making. Oh my God.
We're seeing it today, but not to like go there, but like it's just it's like, wow, this happened back then too. And I remember being shocked because it was in 1986. I wrote it. Because I was born in 88.
No,
so
it was 86.
When you're watching it felt like it was something
distant.
And I'm like, wait, this was recent.
Yes.
This is not that old. And that's why the elephant foot is still active. But it just feels like, man, we haven't learned shit.
Yeah, even scenes like where you're not in Chernobyl, right? Where you see the soldiers who basically they've had to evacuate entire cities, and these people are living almost in like camps, like makeshift camps, and they're all tasked with the effort to contain this. And some of them had to go back into these communities and kill all the dogs, all the animals, because otherwise it would spread, like the radiation, and having to completely like tear up the top levels of soil because it's all contaminated. It's the detail is just like, oh man,
you're gonna have those dogs doing like what they did in The Thing.
Oh my
God.
Honestly,
start freaking out,
like,
start turning into shit.
It would have been bad. So in a way, you're like, you know how people get mad on TV, like Game of Thrones reference when they shot the wolf, and I'm like, guys, it's not real.
Yeah.
So
really.
imagine Chernobyl, but Chernobyl didn't do it where you're like, don't do that. You're kind of like, oh yeah, you should.
That's
like, mentally, you're like, actually do, because it's gonna hurt them, the dog, and it's gonna
when it's life or death. I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
The attitude changed because Game of Thrones, you're like, don't you do that?
You got to be like in The Thing that they'll be hop in a helicopter. We're gonna chase this fucking dog. We're gonna put him out.
You know something that we watched that episode, Larissa and I, last week, and something that bothered me is that they had the compassion to realize, okay, we need to take care of these animals, and we want to do it in a merciful way. That right? Why didn't y'all do that to the people whose skin is literally burning off? Why are you allowing them to? This is agonizing.
Putting animals before.
But that, like, you can recognize the mercy in that. But you can't do that to this person. And it got to the point where some of them, like their veins, they couldn't even provide morphine to them.
They couldn't lay
because
down
their
either.
veins had essentially like just been destroyed by the radiation.
And one of the characters I thought
horrifying
was like just ended. Like, I'm like, why are we letting him lay down there and suffer? And I know the lady was like, oh, that's my guy. And I'm like, girl, for if you love him, you gotta let him go because he's in pain. The pain they were in.
And that storyline was maddening too, because that was a pregnant woman.
Yep, and she
was exposing her unborn child to radiation. They didn't know what the hell was happening.
A lot of people were arrogant, not thinking. Like, you had the arrogance of the government, but the people were also naive. And I'm not saying they didn't know what radiation is. Like, that was rare. But I was just like, you guys aren't a community. Like, help each other out. Like, don't he's red. But anyway,
help the brother
top
out.
show. It was And it's a drama as well.
I mean, with it only being 5 episodes, I gotta like really pump this out. I gotta check this out. So especially just on both of your guys' top 5.
It's
Yeah,
really. I gotta watch it again. Actually, it's just it's so good.
Go for it, Bryce.
All right. Well, with that, I got Mad Men. I love this show. We talk about character studies with Tony Sopranos, and I would say, for me, the character study of John Hamm's character, Don Draper, is just, I mean, it's one of the best I've ever seen. I think they're powerful, like, lasting images that still lingered for me from this show. Like, for example, the Kodak pitch where Don is involving the carousel. The Kodak is one of the clients that they're trying to get, and he pitches this really beautiful scene about the carousel and going back and forth in time through these memories of these photos. There's the Hershey pitch, man, where his career is leveled like a deck of cards in this like rare moment of honesty and vulnerability about growing up in a brothel as the son of a prostitute. And like, to me, like so I read something that really stuck with me. Somebody said that The Wire is a show about how the systemic failures of institutions. It's a show about that and the fallout across communities. I think Mad Men is about the moral failures of individuals and the ripple effects across their personal and professional lives. I think that with Don Draper, and I mean, it's not all about Don by any means. I think Betty Draper develops into a more well-rounded and likable character for me. I think Peggy Olson, Pete Campbell, Roger Sterling, Jared Harris's Elaine Price. There's so many really good characters who you can kind of see, like, there's the Don Draper, right, who has created this facade, and I think that this fragility of that facade is kind of reflective of just kind of the middle class aspirations during that time, and how the quote unquote American dream, and how hollow that and how fragile that is. And we see this man who's kind of created this persona and identity, and over the course of the series, we learn that it's all a lie. And there's really admirable traits about him, but he's also clearly he's very much of an anti-hero.
Yeah.
He's a very charismatic, marvelous at what he does. He shows up for people in really pivotal moments, but he's not a good father. He's not a good husband. But he's still somebody I find myself rooting for, in the sense I want to see him overcome all of these things, many of which are self-inflicted.
Yeah.
But that's my show.
I love the time, the set design, the suits, the acting, the era, and every time I watched it, it made me want to pick up whiskey and smoke. I don't drink whiskey. Well, whiskey sour maybe.
They make it so stylized.
Smoke, but it's like something about it. You just felt like you were in it.
For sure.
You kind of want to be a part of that world at that time.
Yeah, I wanted to get to advertisement all of a sudden. I love marketing. I mean, I do. But it made you notice things like I was like, his pitches are so good. I'm like, man, I pitch something. Like, this is a good show.
The show kind of reminds me of just like Succession, just because I haven't seen either of these. But like, it's always, I feel like, especially when Mad Men was out, it was just always being mentioned around like award season. And everybody getting like, whether it's like best drama or like the best actors or actresses. But like, it's definitely one that's
it's a slow burn. It really is.
I missed it when it was out, but like I was like, I'll watch that some other time. But I know John Hamm. That's another like you can make
great
that,
actor, man.
Actor.
You can make that like his character as well as Don Draper as a Mount Rushmore of HBO like characters.
Oh, for sure, I can see that.
Like the founding fathers of
that role.
Yeah.
And he wanted to get into comedy, which is funny because he likes to be funny, but he's always in good dramas.
Even in Baby Driver, like he's still a more serious character in that. Like,
and the wedding one was where he got to let loose the bridesmaids.
Oh yeah, he plays a good douchebag. He plays
a douchebag, and he's having fun with that role.
I haven't seen that movie.
Oh man, like it's like Mad Men. Like he just he's someone else now.
Well, another movie I recommend if you like, you guys like John Hamm. Have you seen Confess Fletch? It's got him. What's that comedian's name? Hold on, let me see. Roy Wood Jr. He plays the detective. Really, yeah, it's a fun movie. Pretty funny. It's kind of like a little bit of a mystery kind of vibe. Yeah,
John Hamm's in it.
Yeah, John Hamm plays the lead. Yeah.
Nice. I'm in a show. I'm into a show he's in now on Apple TV. Your Neighbors and Friends, or Your Friends and Neighbors.
Yeah, I've heard that's good.
So good.
All right.
If you like Mad Men,
Check it out.
All right, for my second to last, we are getting down to the nitty gritty.
I think I know one of
This
these.
is AMC's probably first billing on the on our list. We're going with Breaking Bad.
I knew it.
This is a series I feel like it was a nice tight 5 seasons. It didn't overstay its welcome. It knew like the story it wanted to tell and with his characters. And to me, it's like one of those series that's damn near perfect in my eyes, just because of like each season has like its own like. I mean, yeah, it's not it's not perfect, like it has like its cons along the way. It's not missing like some negativity. But as far as just like keeping such a high note and like keeping you just like enthralled in the character of like Walter White, especially how like you get introduced that he has cancer, and then once he beats it, then you're finding him just like getting addicted to the game and loving loving what he's doing and like all the money he's making and everything, and just all the other characters as far as like Aaron Paul's Jesse and Skylar played by Anna Gunn. That's a character where like. You mentioned somebody else who you just absolutely hated, and I was like, I fucking hate this bitch.
That's the wife, right?
Yeah.
I swear that's
she
Woody
plays
Harrelson's
that role.
cousin or sister.
Yeah, she has his face.
Those two look so similar. They look like they're related.
And then she starts. You get like why like their marriage is on the rocks is because like he's like hiding like what he's doing and everything. But then once she becomes aware of it, it's like bitch, just like get on the game. And like
when she's like laundering it through the laundromat, right? Or
Yeah.
the
She
car
wasn't
wash.
consistent.
Right?
Car
She
wash,
was
yeah.
mad at him one minute, happy the next. Mad. I'm like, girl, mad or not? Like,
Make up your
change
mind.
your tune.
Yeah.
This is the life.
And then you get like one of the most iconic scenes in television is when he's talking about he's the one that knocks. Dude, that's such like an iconic scene and such a pivotal role or like a pivotal moment in the episode or in the series as a whole, because that's when you start realizing that he really enjoys this. He's lost Walter White. He's like his alter ego now, which is Heisenberg. Yeah, he becomes Heisenberg in that moment. Yeah, with the hat and everything.
Poor teacher.
And even when they stick the landing, in my opinion, as far as like even like wrapping up all the characters and Jesse's character as well, you get a decent little spinoff with
Saul.
or Camino or something like that. It's with you follow Jesse's character.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
yeah.
Better
Netflix.
Call Saul, right?
Right.
Yeah.
The prequel, right? Is it Better Call Saul? Is that the prequel, or is that?
I think because I haven't really
After.
seen Better
Right,
Call
but
Saul.
that's
Like
what I've
I want to say Better Call Saul is like a prequel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
I've
think
heard good things about that too.
I think that ends with him joining up with Breaking Bad or in that world and everything. Because you still get Mike, old man Mike. You still get him like playing like both roles. Yeah, he's such an icon.
Saul Goodman.
Yeah, dude. And then like the last season is just so nuts. And when Hank figures it out, like who Walter
that
White
scene.
is and everything, like
He was in the garage. I remember.
Yeah.
yeah. That's one of those like when the episode ends, you're like, shit.
Yeah, I was
hit
like,
next.
No.
Oh yeah, when he
Eye
goes in the
contact.
bathroom and he opens up the book. And
yeah, he sees the WW.
WW.
Yeah, and it's just everything starts clicking for him and
Oh
everything.
man, it's like how he was like, how could I not have seen this?
Yeah, and you're also getting Giancarlo Esposito. He plays I forget what his name.
His death was
Oh, isn't it?
iconic.
That's the one, the funnier
Yeah.
one, the split.
Yeah,
that
when he walks out of the
one, when
hospital
he walked
room.
out, I was like,
Gus.
"Ooh,
That's his
such a
name.
good
Yeah.
actor, phenomenal actor. But I never forget that.
His
I
demise was
like,
pretty iconic as well. When
Yes.
he goes out with a
Yes.
bomb and like you first think you're like, oh, he's okay, he's not
he
bad,
did it.
and then you see the other
Out of
side,
that
like, oh, Harvey Dent over here.
I really thought he made it. I was like, yay, okay, Hollywood,
I know.
come through.
And then it's like,
me tell you
nah.
something. He's been taking that V if he survives that.
That had a the way the camera filmed that scene was so pristine because they were like, yeah, everyone's going to
Yeah,
see this.
Yeah,
that is an
for real.
iconic scene for sure.
Oh my god.
Bro, you know what? Another scene though that was just it really showed you how evil Walter White had become is when he killed Jesse's girl.
Yeah, when he could have saved her.
When he could have saved, I was like,
Yeah.
oh man. And then to kind of stand by and not, in Jesse's agony and grieving, and then just
Dude, well,
feign this. innocence. It's like,
I mean, we were just seeing like their relationship just kind of like taking its ups and taking its downs and everything like that. And then he has that moment where it's like he wanted to save her at first, but then he's just thought about like all like the issues that she was causing and everything. Yeah, just, she became such a liability, and seeing him do that was just such a ruthless moment, man.
Well, I thought too. There was such an interesting swap in that show, because at the beginning you're really empathizing and you have a lot of sympathy for Walter White because of his predicament health-wise and the situation his family's going to be in. Yeah. They're struggling. They're making ends meet.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we see Jesse, who is this fucking drugged-out fuck-up. Mm-hmm. And by the end of that show, he's actually transformed into a really like a person that you actually like and care about. And the complete opposite happens with Walter White. Like, yo, you are evil. Like, you're not a good person. You are in it for the game.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, is he filling that void because of what happened in his career with that company? How he kind of got edged out? He's filling that void through this, and it's for him, it's all upside.
Yeah. Exactly.
He thinks he's the smartest guy in the room.
And speaking of evil, man, you also get Jesse Plemons in this, and like anytime when Jesse Plemons pops up in a project, it's always going to be a delight. But seeing how ruthless he is in his character, I can't remember what it is. I can't find his name on the character list right now. But he just comes into the last season and like he ends up like murking Jesse's like girl and like his her little kid too. You just see him and just what type of like ruthless person like he is, and he kind of plays that role pretty well. Like especially like his character in Civil War, if you saw that movie. But especially like, what type of American are you?
Oh yeah,
it's like my god, dude, this dude he's a great actor.
Too.
Yeah.
Say it in plain English. That's one of the best scenes in that movie, no question.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
But Kirsten Dunst still kind of annoyed me though.
Yeah.
She did. She kind of annoyed me too.
That movie felt like a documentary. I don't mean that in terms of like a document. I realize I know how to sound, but not necessarily in that sense. What I meant is the way that it was shot felt like we were with the crew going through a documentary, like making filming a documentary.
Yeah.
We're just like very gritty when they stop to get gas. And you see like the bodies hanging in the back. It was just it's raw.
You just like kind of really feel like on edge of everything what they're doing. And then when boy gets like when he gets killed, you're just like you're kind of feeling for him. You're like, oh man, this shouldn't have been you, bro. Yeah. But you're such a big target.
Yeah. All right. Back to you for the last show.
I know the fifth one it's more of a newer one, and I don't know if you'll guess it, but Harrison Ford's in it.
Was this your last one?
Jessica Williams, yeah.
Oh, okay.
One. Fifth, Jason Segel. So can you guess? Ding ding.
Oh, Jason Segel?
Is it Yellowstone related?
No. I mean, Kevin Costner's great, but it is Shrinking.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah. And it's more a modern one. It is a few therapists. Harrison Ford's in it. He plays like the grumpy old guy, but it is one of the most phenomenal shows. Modern, weird, honest, raw, funny. You got straight, cricket couple, family drama, neighbor drama, black, gay, couple trying to like, I love that they cover all the bases, but you don't focus on all that stuff. You just focus on these people going through stuff, going through some hurt, some loss. Therapy sessions shows therapists need help too. We all do, but they really do. And it's also funny, and there's moments you're laughing, and then there's a moment where you're like crying. You're like, what the heck? It's phenomenal. It's on Apple TV.
Okay. Man, there's a lot of good shows on Apple TV.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised. Like if we had more modern type lists, Apple is up there. It's right up there by HBO.
Okay.
But Shrinking,
yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about Shrinking. And that makes me, like you mentioned Apple TV as well. That just makes me think of that Godzilla show too. That's another
amazing
one I want to check out on Apple TV. But when you said Jason Segel, man, like I just kept thinking I was like, How I Met Your Mother? But I was like, that's a sitcom kind of. I was like, I totally forgot about Shrinking.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. It's just at first when I don't know, I think it came around after COVID, but you're needing that feel good show. But damn, it's so good. Like the dialogue and who they forgive after a big loss. I don't want to spoil. I think you should watch it because it's not something you want to spoil, but you learn to just be human. This show is just being human. You're navigating life, bills, single parent, or when you've been married for a long time, how does that work? Like, it's just like, and a guy who went to the army has some anger issues. Like you see how it's just all these different type of like storylines. It's just one of the best.
Okay.
So yeah, recommend watching it.
Yeah, I mean that's another movie or a TV show. I mean that I just heard nothing but good things about. So
this is new to me. I had not heard of this show.
Really? Yeah.
Shrinking.
I think didn't Harrison Ford get a nomination too for
that?
They won some awards in that, and it's about to be a new season out this week, and it is 3. So it's growing, and it's one of those where we're like, don't end, like which is a good sign. So yeah, Shrinking.
This will be their third and final season?
I believe third. I don't know final, but it's a new one. And it's also a drama. I noticed all of my shows are dramas.
Yeah.
I love dramas.
Well,
literally, I wrote that down. I was like, damn, am I good?
The only thing with that show, I would like, especially thinking of like how many seasons is because it has Harrison Ford in it.
Oh, yeah.
So you never know, like all of a sudden.
Older.
Yeah, well, he's getting older. He might just be
Indiana
old and
Jones
grumpy and shit.
Yeah. I'm hoping, he plays that role. You never see him in this type of role. And it's just, he's like a grandfather and man, like this wise man. Yeah. None of the good things.
Well, Sir Fraser.
All right, man. Listen.
What's your final one?
You know what's coming. Stranger Things, baby.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that
You like that show.
I did not know that was going to make your top 5.
I love this show. This is a show that wears its influences on its sleeves, but fortunately for me, it's some of my favorite influences. I'm talking E.T. I can see Aliens influence in this, Goonies. I love this show. I think that it's been one of the most rewarding shows for me because the thing that really stands out to me about this show is where we met these 4 kids, well 5, including Elle, in the first season, and then seeing these kids grow, even up until the last and final season 5. It's been a really fun journey. I even went back last week and prep for this and rewatched season 2. I enjoyed that more than I did the first time around. I think my issue with that is the same one, in that the sister storyline. I think if they could have evened it out and built up to that more consistently through the season, as opposed to starting the season with this quick scene and then an episode towards the end, I think it would have done more if they could have kind of, I don't know, just flushed that out more. But I really enjoyed that season, and. Yeah, the theme song kicks ass.
Hearing that in theaters, I was like, oh my god.
The score is pretty.
This score, I'm just like, can I let this wait? I'll go ahead and write out.
Makes me miss cassettes too, and that era.
Yeah, I mean, I love sci-fi, I love horror, and there's that fun coming of age drama as well. It's actually a pretty violent movie or violent series too. But one thing I would, one thing that I would say about this. Something that I've noticed about some of the other shows that have been mentioned is a really great show often produces great memes. Yes. And goddamn, whether it was Old Boy's hairline, Lucas's hairline, and I really, none of these shows that we've talked about or that I've talked about are perfect, but all of them get me invested in the characters and the journeys that are along the way. And this felt very much, clearly this show is influenced by D&D. That's through and through. But I really enjoyed the journey, and I don't think they did a perfect landing, but I think it hit enough of the emotional notes that I wanted, that despite the things that I found lacking, I was still satisfied, and it was an experience I had in the theater, and it felt very much with you two, and it felt very much like an Endgame kind of vibe. But yeah, that's my final show.
Yeah. Honestly, I rewatched the finale because we had a review about that came out last week. But rewatching it, you definitely still get some of the goosebump moments as well, especially when Will comes in and everything like that. Like towards the end, you're like, "Oh shit, is Nancy about to get it?" But and especially after watching this, I am going back and watching season 1, and it's a little jarring just seeing how young they are. You're like, "Oh my god, right? Look how young they are! Some babies."
Yeah, for real.
Especially 11. Oh my god, with the shaved head and everything. It's like, oh my god.
Her and Will too, especially. I noticed. noticed.
Yeah.
Rewatching the season
Dang,
2.
so
Yeah.
long.
They definitely like the landing was a little bit on the bumpy side, but overall I feel like how they stuck it, like the like ending note and just like kind of the taste in my mouth that I'm left with, I feel like was on a positive note in my opinion.
Yeah.
And so like there's some things. I mean, we actually we had the review on it that went into more detail about it, but overall I think it's a pretty good series. It's not on my best 5 obviously, but if I was making a best 10,
Yeah.
like for sure 10, like I knew it wasn't on my honorable mentions because I think it kind of just, even though like it just happened, it kind of went over my head a little bit. But honestly, it would probably make my best 10, or if it didn't, it would be in that 11, 12 slot, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's up there.
I mean, it's
man.
in theaters. The finale in theaters.
Oh,
Not
man.
every show. You know what I
I
mean?
love
like,
Netflix
to
did
me,
that.
that shows a lot. That's a lot of fans.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
We watched it Christmas.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Couldn't wait to get
to
to
it.
it.
And it was
I
packed,
was
too.
excited.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
actually liked how they like released it. I know you guys talked about the movie, but I like that it wasn't all at once. I like that it was just a few episodes,
Yeah.
another more, and then
Yeah.
it's good. It's a good
Honestly,
show.
that's one. I mean, I like binging some shows
Yeah,
now and
so it
then.
depends
on
But
the
then,
show.
like, there's some shows that's like, man, let's just release it
Yeah.
weekly
Draw
so
it
we
out.
can all just enjoy it.
Yeah.
And even if you can't like hop on it right
Yeah.
away, you won't fall too far behind.
Right.
You could still have a binge. Like, I'll wait
Yeah.
4 weeks until like 4 episodes
Yeah.
or 5 episodes.
The
then
good
just-
shows need to be like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
not a mini series, like the good, like
Yeah.
The Pit, for
Yeah.
instance. We can all talk about it at once, like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
we
Exactly.
can all literally talk about it.
We're on the
at
same
once.
page culturally.
Yeah, so you can all
You know,
live
like-
those
Yeah.
like those big moments and
Together.
those and those like
Yep.
ending like just like those mic drops like whoa,
Yeah.
did you see that episode? Did you see how it ended? Da da da.
Yeah.
So
Because I mean, it's to your point. Like with Netflix, especially just thinking back on this last season of Stranger Things, when the first dropped, I was like, all right, I'm not looking at social media.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
I don't want any spoilers. I don't want any ruining of it.
Yeah. And I think it works for the good shows though, to be honest. Because like for example, I was watching a show last night with Tessa and the guy who's the Punisher. Forget his name.
John
He's
Bernthal?
amazing. Yeah. Ooh, amazing actor.
Yeah, yeah.
And but it was a miniseries type show, and it was like, dang, this is good. I binged it, but it's not Game of Thrones level. It's not Soprano level. Like I feel like reserve the non-binging for like the epic shows, just because that's one we're gonna talk about more.
exactly.
Like I don't.
Because
You would those shows I didn't,
you wouldn't release like House of the Dragon coming out and then just be like
Boom,
drop
there
it
you
off.
go.
No.
Yeah, it takes
Like-
what's the word out of it? I don't know, seriousness. Like
Or the excitement.
it
too.
wouldn't be to me.
Just fire hoses
take it
you.
seriously
Yeah.
if it was if they did that. I'd be like, oh,
Because like even like a show like Invincible, that's
Yeah.
like
Oh,
an
yeah.
animated
Once a
show,
week.
like
One
a
at a
show
time
like
is enough.
yeah, it's like you could see it like like if they just like Amazon Prime just like dropped it off, it's like don't just do that.
Yeah.
But even an Amazon Prime
They knew
wants
to
to
let it
like.
wait.
I think Netflix might be the only one that really does that because Hulu does it like weekly.
Yeah, Hulu does
HBO
it.
Max does it weekly.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime does it weekly. I want to
Yeah.
say Netflix
is
might
the
be.
one that kind of
Yeah.
Because
That's
we
kind of
also remember where they started. Like,
that was their
we did
model.
DVD.
They kind of I feel like
that's
they
the thing.
they've been doing that for a long time. I think the switch up would be nice as a consumer for me.
Yeah.
But I don't know
Yeah.
if a lot of other people would feel that way.
The way it's
Yeah,
designed,
exactly.
I don't think because some of
Yeah.
those shows, I'm like, I can wait months. Like
Yeah,
I
exactly.
I don't think they don't have a lot of.
Yeah.
What am I trying to say? A lot of their shows aren't once a week type quality.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
it said like
It's
yeah,
the
like you
quality.
said, save the big ones like
Yeah.
the Squid Games or your
Yeah.
Stranger Things, or
Yeah.
even your Wednesday. Save
Yeah.
those that you could do this weekly. But like if
Yeah.
you just have some
Squid
little
Game.
throwaway, like some little,
Exactly.
we don't know if this is gonna hit.
Yeah.
Just throw it out, and then
Yeah.
you can just start maybe releasing
Yeah.
it
For
weekly
sure.
or
We
something
gotta
like
know when to binge or not to.
Yeah.
that. Yeah, know when to binge
Exactly.
'em.
Yeah, that's
No,
hilarious. Oh man.
So the last one on the list is coming from me.
All right.
It is 2008. This is the FX. This is their first and only entry on our best of 5. We were going with Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dang.
I've never seen that one, but I know
Yeah,
you
it's a
and
goodie.
Shao both rock with that show.
Dang.
Oh yeah, this is. I mean, this series like you're following Jax and kind of Clay and like the biker gang, but they're also related because he's like his stepdad and he's like dating the mom.
Drama.
But they're all involved with like the club and like they're obviously doing like a lot of dirty stuff and like selling guns and drugs and all this stuff. But just seeing the dynamics of like how they are as a group with friends and just seeing like how like they will just kind of ride for each other, especially when Opie is like about to have his big fight scene and his big death scene, and like he he pretty much gets murdered in front of like the whole crew, but they have to sacrifice him because they're all in prison and they all have to like, the cops are telling them only one of you guys is going to like, has to like do the sacrifice. And so the like Jax is like, all right, I'll do it. But then Opie ends up kind of doing a little switcheroo and they're best friends. So just seeing like that dynamic between like the club itself as just like brothers in arms and stuff like that. And just seeing like their journey and everything, and just the series is it's one of those things we've mentioned, is not afraid to kill off characters. So as the series goes on, like bodies are dropping, whether they're important characters or not important characters, but it all just like kind of has meaning, and like just there's so much backstabbing, but just to see the camaraderie as well and seeing the chemistry with like the characters and how like they end the note as well. I feel like they pretty much stick the landing as a whole. But yeah, I mean,
I need to watch it. I feel like I know of it because it sounds it's popular, but I think I need to like do a rewatch because as you started that, the mom, the son, the date, I'm like, wait, whoa, what?
Yeah, because like like Jax, like his father started like the motorcycle the club, and so he's reading like having like this narration of his dad, of his real dad, like telling him about the club and like things like that. So like he's like reading this book along the way, but like his mom is dating like the new president of the crew. And so, but like they kind of have like a decent relationship, but then it starts like turning really bad, and then they have like a little bit of a civil war. And then when Clay ends up meeting his demise, it's another kind of brutal scene, and like oh shit, I was not expecting that. So like, cause like you know, like it's almost like like a Sopranos, but a motorcycle club, pretty much. Especially like I said, with all the backstabbing and like the clashing with like the other rival gangs and stuff. It's definitely a wonderful show. Definitely has its brutality, has its drama. It's got everything you'd want.
All right.
Okay.
That's what's up. Does it take place like in the present, or is it like years ago?
Yeah, no, it's like pretty much like modern day.
Okay.
Is it what channel did you watch it on?
It was on FX, so I guess Hulu right
Hulu?
now.
FX do have some.
They do, yeah. I mean, Bear.
Yeah.
I like Bear.
I love Bear.
I'm a little behind, but I did like Bear.
I actually am surprised it's not. That's definitely my runner-up. If I actually had more than 5.
Yeah.
The Bear was. I think it's exquisite.
I do love that show.
I like how crazy the dinner scene.
Oh my God, yeah.
Man,
John Bernthal,
yeah. Oh my God, you know, you're just like, oh God.
Yeah.
The only thing with
just
the Bear
waiting to,
like
you know, it's gonna explode.
I just don't like how they're categorized when it comes to the awards, because they
call it not a comedy.
They call it a comedy. I'm like, this is not a comedy.
No, that's drama.
It's a dramedy at best.
Drama.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to take any awards away from them because
too. Like the cinematography.
Oh yeah.
Visually how it looks and everything. Yeah.
The restaurant, like the blues.
Dude, I mean the epic episode I feel like for that series is like one of the ones when what's his name, Jeremy Allen White's character, he gets locked in the fridge.
Yeah.
And then like the orders start coming in
on their opening.
Yeah, and then he eventually gets out, and then it's just mayhem.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
it's also realistic.
And then the mom comes,
exactly.
but she can't go in. And you're just like,
because I worked in the industry, and I was like the him drinking water out of the plastic. I was like, yep. All the drama.
If you've worked in like food, then you definitely recognize that
triggered.
They're very accurate. Yeah.
Literally, I was like, oh my god.
Fast paced, very immersive. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. That definitely would have been is one that I would mention for sure. It's a good show. I'm not caught up though. That's the only thing. I know the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, stick with it. Worth it.
Well, all right. That wraps up
We did it.
our show.
I got a lot to
for this
watch.
week.
Should we do a quick rundown of like each of our best 5 real quick before we close it out?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Go for it, Jesse.
Okay, Game of Thrones being first, of course, for all of us. Let's just do that, right?
Yes.
The leftovers for me, ER, Chernobyl, and Shrinking.
Very nice. For me, Game of Thrones, Mad Men, Invincible, Stranger Things, and Atlanta.
And once again, Game of Thrones, The Boys, Breaking Bad, The Sopranos, and Sons of Anarchy. And I'll close it out.
All right. Catch y'all next week.
Peace.